Hello there, this is Bill O'Leary. I'm so pleased that you've decided to take that very important step of exploring your estate planning and seeing what options there are. I do look forward to visiting with you very soon. Now, before we get together, there's something very important that you need to do so that our time together is productive. I need you to fill out our client organizer. It includes a number of questions to be filled out, and the topics range from family relationships and assets to who you want to be in charge of your finances and medical decisions. There's a particular focus on family relationships and family dynamics. The client organizer also asks about the types and values of your assets. If we don't know that an asset exists, well, it's kind of hard to advise you about things like beneficiary designations and the use of trusts. I find that most people have a pretty good idea of their net worth and their primary assets, at least. All of this is designed to save time and money at some later date. Now, this can be filled out completely online, and it's best done, frankly, from a desktop computer. If you're using a mobile device, you may find it to be a bit more difficult. The entire workbook should not take any more than 30 to 45 minutes in total to fill out. And although, yes, you can stop in the middle, I found it's best to go ahead and complete it once you've started. Now, the questions in the organizer will help us to understand the reason for your visit, and rest assured that your responses will be protected by the attorney-client privilege and held in strict confidence, even if you or we decide not to move forward together. Now, the organizer has separate sections that are clearly identified. Please make every effort to fill them out as fully and as completely as possible. So let me just walk you through it real quick. The first section is called personal information. We ask for this because it helps us complete important parts of the planning documents. Again, please remember to fill out the part about your spouse if you're married. The next sections are called marriage information and family information. Now, we need this because, again, it helps us complete important parts of the planning documents, especially the family information, which we need to properly identify your beneficiaries. Now, in the next section, we ask you 3 questions about your wishes for end-of-life care. These will help us better prepare the advanced health care directives according to your wishes. Next, in the client organizer, we get to the section called financial summary. This is critically important, and it's a section that you really need to fill out in full. Look, we can't give you effective advice if you don't share this information with us. And then we get down to the section called inheritance planning. This is where you can answer some questions about how you want your estate and your assets to pass and to whom. The next section asks for information about your different advisors, if you have any, such as a financial advisor, CPA, and whatnot. This is important for us because we would like to give you the team approach. And then finally, we get to some questions about your existing estate planning documents that might exist and whether your family members have undertaken estate planning of their own. The estate organizer will not only help you organize things, but it will also help me understand what you want to accomplish from a planning standpoint and guide me in giving you the best planning advice possible. Now, you may be wondering why you have to fill the organizer out. And look, I'll grant you that filling this out is not the most exciting thing to complete, but remember, it's all about proper planning and getting the best advice possible. The more information you provide, the better the planning advice will be. And then the last thing you'll need to do is to sign the client organizer and click the submit button. Now, in closing, let me say that I need you to understand I'm really not going to be able to meet with you if you do not fill out the organizer before the meeting. The estate organizer is a very important part of our process, and I'd simply ask that you respect that. Really, look upon this undertaking as a partnership. We each have an important part to play, and together we can put an estate plan in place that is unique to your specific goals and circumstances. Again, I do look forward to visiting with you.